Alright, so welcome back. Dito na tayo sa ating topic of the day. And for today, we will be talking about investing during Black Swan event. So ano ba yung Black Swan event in the first place? Ano bang definition yan? So I'd like to first give you a definition. Siyempre, ginugol ko lang to. Ayan, kasi tiyatamad ako mag-isip ng sarili kong definition. But, a black swan is an unpredictable or unforeseen event. So typically one with extreme consequences. So in recent history, ang mga kinoconsider na black swan event was yung 9/11 attack, no? Yung World Trade Center. But of course, kasama din dyan yung mga World War and other events na talagang nagkaroon ng reaction, not just financially but economically. More on economic impact, no, than financial. So pag nagkakaroon ng mga black swan event, actually it causes a lot of fear and panic sa mga tao, especially sa mga investors, no, and especially those who have money in the financial markets. And for the past several days, a lot of people have been really asking me, ano ba yung kailangan nilang gawin? I know some people who are panic selling, which is, I always say na wag mong gagawin. Especially if, of course, I'm talking about in terms of investing, no? So if you're a long-term investor, wag kang magsisell kahit ano, okay? So there's also some people who are who wants to buy shares or who wants to buy more stocks kasi daw mura. And I can understand their sentiment, but I tell them that don't buy just because the market the prices are falling, because there's a popular saying sa investing world that don't, as a stock market trading, na don't catch a falling knife. So ibig sabihin, bumababa pa rin siya, pababa pa rin siya. So wag ka munang bibili. Hintay mong ma-reach yung bottom. Actually, it's hard to predict the bottom. And the best that you can do and the most logical thing that you can do is to wait for it to recover, to bounce up. So, pababa yung price, ayan, ayan, pababa yung price, once it hits the bottom, it will recover and go up. So, yung bottom na yon, sobrang hirap i-predict kung kailan mangyayari yan. So, what you do is you try to keep yourself updated with the news, and pag sinasabi nila na the stock market is on recovery, it's starting to go up again, then that's the time you buy. Okay? So that's the time you buy more shares. Of course, yung extra cash nyo lang yung pambibili nyo, because any money that you put in the stock market, it should be for a long-term investment, di ba? So if you're a stock market trader, yung mga sinasabi kong advice ngayon will not apply to you, okay? So I'm strictly talking about investing your money in the stock market, which means putting your money for many years, holding your shares for at least 5 years or even more, especially that it is unpredictable kung kailan ba matatapos ito, and we don't know how long will the market recover after this. So siguro I will say at least 7 years or 10 years na, no? And which means the stock market will be a good place for you to put your retirement fund if you're going to retire 10 years or more from today. So a lot of people, of course, will, and especially mga financial analysts, will be starting to give different predictions, different analysis, etc. And this is my personal opinion. It's hard to predict what will happen, because I think we're still in the middle of this pandemic, and it only started last December. And if we look at history, then most of the time these kinds of events, it will last for 1 year or 2. So we're still at the early stages actually, and of course we because we are at the early stage, it's hard to predict when it will end. It's hard to predict what will happen next, which means it will be hard to create a financial model of what could possibly happen in the financial market, which means kung meron kayong mga nakikita ngayon ng mga prediction, analysis, or mga theories, I would take that with a grain of salt. Ibig sabihin, huwag basta-basta maniniwala kahit na sobrang expert niya. Huwag niyong i-consider yun na yun na talaga yung mangyayari. It's good to be updated. It's good to be aware of the possible things that could happen. But always remember that at the end of the day, nobody can predict what will happen in the market. So, even those na talagang sobrang complex financial modelings, those may change kasi every day, every week, and even every month, nag-iiba yung mga parameters. So, during this time na uncertain ang financial markets, the best that you can do is to invest in yourself. Use your free time to study something new, create a personal project, explore and learn and build another income source. And of course, these things, they will not only help you during these times, but meron din silang mga long-term benefits, especially if all of this eventually ends. Always diversify your investments. Okay? And of course, the importance of having an emergency fund. Kaya nga lagi namin sinasabi, bago ka mag-invest, kailangan meron kang emergency fund. Kasi during these times, dyan talaga masusubukan yung importance niya. Okay? So, I hope you learned something new sa ating topic of the day, which is investing during Black Swan events.